everyone's talking about America is supposedly in a social isolation crisis. What does social connectedness mean to you?
Yeah, so, the Surgeon General...
Surgeon General says loneliness is an epidemic.
This morning, a condition that is so common, you actually may not think of it as a mental health problem. We're talking about loneliness.
Found effects on mental health as well as heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Billions of dollars in healthcare costs.
The health risk as deadly as smoking.
America is also becoming a lonelier country. People have fewer friends, fewer confidants, and feel less connected to their communities. And that's having a big effect on the nation.
I'm Dr. Yusuf Ransome. Don't disconnection. Come on, let's go talk about social connectedness and how it impacts health. So what is social connectedness?
Sort of the common theme here is about people, and I think our competitive advantage as a city is that people really love this place and want to be involved, and I think part of my role as an Alder is to create the infrastructure and the conditions for people to take that fire that's already there and really see it realized in advocacy or in their community.
I'm Roberto Casanueva, I'm the operations manager at Havens Harvest. We're picking up today at the central kitchen for Yale all of their overages during the clean out process before the holidays. No students on campus, so that means we got to take all the food from their kitchens and redistribute it because there's not going to be anybody in the dining halls all next week. In the time period of the holidays, there's a lack of abundance and there's also an abundance. And the cool thing is that we're getting that abundance to those who need it most. Food is the conduit. Food is the vehicle. Well, the work is really is community. We're building communities. We're connecting people.
I recently had surgery, but I couldn't wait to come back here and start getting bread because everybody missed it. Everybody was asking about it, so they're grateful, and they are grateful to have this.
Listen, don't disconnection.
It's these transitions that are so dangerous, transition from prison or jail to the community or vice versa. The transition from being housed to unhoused is really tumultuous. It really disrupts social networks, connections to other people, connections to services, where you have to live, where you have to buy your food. Many of that is embedded in the neighborhoods. Those are many of the social determinants of health that we are really sort of targeting. Call it that they're all syndemic, they're interrelated with each other.
So specifically, Connecticut received $425 million to help people with rental assistance. We were paying out $10,000, $15,000 to individuals, so you needed to know how to use your devices. Working with individuals who are housing insecure, teach them how to use their devices if they don't already know it, because that could be the pathway to get some rental assistance, right? Building new units, how are we renovating existing buildings, but then also recognizing that the neighborhood and the neighborhood's health needs to be at the center as well.
We're helping businesses with obviously their ability to donate and get tax relief. We're helping organizations fill their refrigerators and pantries to feed people that need it. We're helping people that need food that don't have as much access to it based on their financial stability. We're giving them food. But again, the food is the vehicle for the larger umbrella of work that's happening, and that's bringing people together in communities around, helping them, altruism, this idea of giving back.
This is a connectedness because we're all doing something. We're all involved in doing something. We help one another. When we come here, we even help each other to do what we're doing. So it's always helping somebody. This singularity is not working. We need to have togetherness and to be able to do things together. And it has nothing to do with female, male, it has nothing to do with gender, it has nothing to do with race, it has nothing to do with any of that. It just has to do with us being together.
I grew up in a community, in community centers, where I was empowered to speak up, to advocate for myself and my peers, even as a teenager. And as an adult, I think it's just even more important to show up for my community through my business and make it so that people feel like when they walk into Bloom, they are walking into an environment that allows them to express themselves and makes them feel included.
I think people just want to be heard. Everyone needs an outlet to talk about whatever they're going through. Genuinely listen, like they feel like they're being heard and you care about what they want to say. a great analogy, like a tea kettle. If you don't take the top off, it just explodes.
There are ways that when you have one connection, then you start to build your own community from that one.
Always giving somebody a compliment. You don't know how long it took them to get ready to get out the house. Like, I like your nails, I like your hair, I like, you know, girl, you smiling, okay? Or like, we love to walk.
I really feel like it's me seeing the person before they see themselves and just giving them that encouragement, like, you can do this. You can strut down this runway and wear these garments and show other people in the audience that, hey, I can do this too. Getting in that mirror work is a huge thing for confidence. Looking at yourself, being able to make eye contact with yourself and say, I'm beautiful. Just reminding yourself, like, I'm that girl, I'm the reason why they have me in this building is because I put myself there. You have to connect with yourself in order to feel confident.
What I teach and what I help people to see is that it's not just about taking a day off here and there. It's really about creating a healthy routine, system, community that helps you to thrive and to get filled up.
It's a human thing to want to feel connected, to feel loved, to feel appreciated. It's just a human emotion. No one wants to feel left out. And when we provide avenues for anyone to feel connected or they're part of something, no matter how big or small it is, it's always that feeling of belonging to something.
We think about folks who are working 2 and 3 jobs, right? When are these individuals going to have time to go participate in some community event or to have the time off to connect with others?
When you're experiencing food insecurity and you have to tap into that food insecurity system, it is so time consuming. You know, this is open on Saturday mornings, 8:30 to 10. And then this one is open the 4th Thursday. It's like, oh, this is the 4th Thursday or this is the 5th Thursday. You have to track all of that. It's so time consuming. It just robs people of dignity and it robs people of time.
We have to then address things like human capital, right? How are we investing in education from our early age? How are we investing in housing insecurity? How are we investing in transportation that allows individuals to go to and from communities to visit their family or to go to work or to connect with others?
Schools teaching business skills, right? Being able to teach financial literacy.
You know, if we can do a better job of investing in places and programs at the community level where people can come together and connect, changing culture will probably actually follow that. So I sort of put putting the resources ahead of trying to change the culture.
My name is Sheena Collier. I am the founder and CEO of Walk Black, and we've started to use this term with our companies, saying that you need to have a budget for belonging. It's really about what are all the ways in the things that you're investing in or you need to invest in where belonging should be showing up in your budget, and how do you really intentionally invest in that.
It requires a multi-pronged response that involves the individuals, involves the neighborhood, but also involves the policy level whereby there is a role, for instance, through which having an Office of Social Connectedness.
For building community, it's very key to have 3 aspects, and that's what we foster here at NOM. One aspect or one pillar is the sense of belonging. Number 2, sense of safety. And number 3 is sense of autonomy. There's this famous Harvard study that it's been developing for about 100 years. And the number 1 factor for longevity in life is really those social bonds that are created.
New Haven's been called the model city. It's a city that is really known for being impacted by 1950s urban renewal and highway construction, which at the time was an urban planning decision with a kind of vision of the future of cities centered around the car. New Haven was called the model city because it's one of the cities that's been most known for being impacted by highway construction. Highways, again, sort of destroyed portions of neighborhoods that had, hundreds of homes. I think the moment in time we're in is, even though that impact happened in the 1950s, we have an opportunity now to say New Haven can be a leader in mitigating those challenges and changing that history of pain to a future of real promise. The ability to do that can impact a lot of different real quality of life challenges that residents face every day.
Connection is important. We were talking in one of our groups how we didn't grow up seeing connection, or we saw bad connection, we saw misled connection, and it led to dysfunction. Many people may not be of the Christian faith, but you know, brotherhood is still powerful. Having some guys in your corner is powerful. It's very healthy. So we pray that stuff would minister to anybody. It does to me.
At some point, it got to a point where I just knew, like, I had to step out of my bubble, or it was all gonna go downhill for me.
We have what it takes. We have the talent. We have we have it right in our own community, like right wherever you can take it wherever you go.
Think about the ways that you can give back, right? Because that is a ripple effect, and the next person will give back, and the next person, right? And we just build a strong, empowered community.
Build community and reduce food waste, one food basket at a time. We live more and more into the first phrase of that mission, building community. And I guess I'd be curious to have somebody work with us. Like, what has been the work? Like, how have we broken down barriers to create connection in our community so people feel less isolated? We get to empower people who stand up and say, I'll do this for our community, whether that's within a faith community or a public school or in their neighborhood or whatever it is. People have felt a little bit more engaged because they feel seen. Volunteers show up, they create a relationship with them. It's like, you matter because you do matter. Right? Your community's getting fed because you're stepping up. I think it's I hope it's a powerful feedback loop. Like, you're doing this amazing work, and I so appreciate you for doing it, right? Because we can only do our piece of it.
And so on that note, don't disconnection.
Don't disconnection.
Don't disconnection.
Don't disconnection.
Whatever you do, don't disconnection.
Now I got my team. Like, I am so proud. Yeah, I want to thank Muma. I want to thank Melissa Matthews.